This show is proudly brought to you by the #Me Network. Access granted.
Kia ora, and thanks so much for tuning into episode 69 of Access Granted, our weekly Kiwi tech and media podcast. I'm Raj, my background's in film design, media and making things happen.
And I'm Mike, and my background is explaining stuff, connecting people and getting things done. And you're here because you're a Kiwi that either works in or has a great passion for tech or media in New Zealand. Episode 69 and this show, we rant with Mauricio.
We dive into tractor software copyright issues, stumbling onto real-life Tinder events. We have a little food rant and digital distribution of content while eating a pizza. Oh, and dealing with clickbait from spammers and even our own news sites. And our solution, fight back with porn. So get your Access Granted buzzword bingo cards at the ready.
Tractor as a service. I love it. It's funny, I was talking to someone else about that whole software in vehicles and will we own them anymore? Oh my god, it's all changing world.
It's like leasing them, I suppose, but what if you actually wanted to own one? You kind of won't anymore.
Yeah. And did you win at Buzzword Bingo? I know there was an awful lot of fucktards in that one.
There was 3 at least.
Exactly.
And so here we are again. Thank you, Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the Goldings Free Dive. It is that time of the month again.
It's that time of the month.
Where we catch up with Mauricio from the Geek Zone, amongst other things. Welcome back.
And to be honest, we've been here, we've had actually a few beers and a couple of whiskies, which has made the conversation even more interesting. And we've started...
Just doing research.
This time we've started with the title of the podcast, which is Tractors as a Service.
Yes.
Because Mauricio was telling us about how tractors... Well, no, tell us again, Mauricio.
How does the whole tractor
I still
scenario
can't quite
work?
believe it.
Yeah.
Okay, so companies have been building up software into everything. The Internet of Things is not a new thing. The Internet of Things has been happening for years now. And we have connected devices that report back to the mothership. So Windows 10 reporting back to Microsoft what you do on the machine is nothing new.
Yes.
Your car does it. When you take your car to the shop for a service, they plug a computer, get readings, what happened, how many times you accelerate, what's the usage, and blah, and this and that, error codes and things like that. Everything reports back somewhere. That's nothing new. And Internet of Things is nothing new because
I never thought that my car was doing that.
Oh,
Madness. I know.
Magnets, how the fuck they work?
I know.
Anyway, so the last thing that happens is that in America back in April, earlier this year, John Deere and GM were being asked for clarification in some of their policies. Basically, they are saying that because software is such a big part of their selling, because software is a big part of the products that they provide, then people shouldn't be allowed to intervene, modify, or look at this software, which basically prevented a lot of people actually repairing the machines. So people that do things like, oh, I have a performance car and I have a different ROM that I load into my car computer to make a different mixture to improve the performance or to make it more powerful. No, you can't, because the software there is copyrighted. So doing that, you would be breaking copyright. And that is because in America, based on the DMCA, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which is a legislation that came about almost 18 years ago, in 1998.
Oh, really?
There is a distinction of hardware and software is a copyrighted thing there, which is not the case in New Zealand.
Yes. So by default, your tractor is copyrighted. It's under
so
copyright
what John Deere said earlier this year was that there are so many parts in a tractor that rely on the software to get everything coordinated that you, the tractor owner, you're not actually buying the tractor. You're buying a lifetime license to use the fucking tractor.
A lifetime license.
It is. I mean, for a long time that when you install software and when click, that's what you agreed to.
Do you read the end user license agreement when you buy your tractor?
No.
Nobody.
Well, I mean,
It
that
shows
begs
up
the
clearly
question,
in front of you.
where is it?
It's in the steering
Where is it in the
wheel in
tractor?
front of you.
So, you get it when you went, I don't know, let's pick Microsoft Word, and you installed it. You sort of knew, I suppose. But this is a tractor.
I know. So the thing is, I was reading an article today that said because of this, some companies refuse to repair tractors in America because they said, no, we can't touch this. So what some of the farmers were doing, they were actually flying John Deere technicians to their states and then driving these people to the farms because, tractors are not things that you can just drive to a repair shop when they're not drivable or anything like that because they're kind of big stuff.
Yeah.
So they have to take people there because only these people can repair the tractors. So there was a big debate about software license and stuff like this. That was in April. John Deere came up with the letter saying we actually just grant a license for this and this and this. You have a license to use the tractor, but you can't alter the software. So basically, you can't actually do things. And I read that they were going to have a decision on how to deal with this in June, July, but I can't find any reference to a decision about that. And today, 5-6 months later, I read an article going back to this thing with the same story, say it's still not happening. So it's incredible that, it's not only like, I have software in my car that allows me to run an entertainment center with 4 screens, one. The driver screen is not for movies. While you're driving, the screen for the driver is like a GPS or heads-up display interface in front of your car. You're driving and you have like in a movie, you have everything in front of the glass.
Yes.
Your companion on the passenger seat will have their own movie, and the kids in the back their own movies, and everything running on a nice platform connected to the internet. That's software. Now, we are talking about software that runs your car.
Yes.
We're not even talking about driverless cars. We're talking about
you get it
a normal car.
When you
Just
turn
the
that
car.
key, you hear a click, 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 and that key has not made that engine turn.
Did you know?
In a mechanical way.
Not like before.
It's software that's made all that happen.
Did you know that in modern cars, when you indicate, the indicator sound that you hear, click, 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 is not a mechanical relay anymore.
So a wee little speaker.
It's a little speaker that makes the noise, click, 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 because people need feedback, otherwise you forget that thing is going.
Yeah.
And they said, well, in the Dark Ages, we have the relay that was a mechanical thing.
Turn off, yeah.
No, let's mimic the sound. So today it's just a speaker with electronic sound that takes like tock, 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 tock.
Are you amazed by this? I mean, I know what he's saying is absolutely makes sense. Of course it is.
But no one knows.
Had you thought that?
As a user interface and user experience, perfect. You know that the thing is clicking, you know that that's what you want to do, and you know it's time to turn it off.
Yeah.
Well, as
some
overall,
Kiwis do, not fucking all of them do.
No,
because some modern cars don't have the indicators. Like you buy this beautiful BMW 2015, apparently they don't come with indicators because I never seen anyone indicating.
Why
It must be like optional. It's an optional thing in the car.
Probably have to do a patch or a software upgrade to get the
because it's release 1.0.
expansion pack or something. I don't know.
No bugs. No bugs. The indicator doesn't work.
Yeah.
So what I want to know, what I was going to
When
ask
driven
you,
by Kiwis, this doesn't work.
I was wondering. So it's all under copyright. So does the farmer get free upgrades every year somehow? If they say, hey, you can't modify your tractor, can I get a new one every year?
But
or
it
2
goes back
years?
again to what I said about people. In America, and even here, you can buy wrong versions that you can apply to your car to change the way the car behaves. Either improving the performance or improving the reducing consumption. You tweak.
It's a cyanogen for your car.
It's like
you can do that.
It's like if you buy a Windows machine you may just turn it on and use as it is, or you say, okay, I'm going to put a little bit more memory here. I'm going to change the swap file location to a SSD to make it faster, or I'm going to put my game files on an SSD and have the system on a normal hard drive because I want this type of thing. You know, you're tweaking the way your system works. Same thing you do in a car. I'm running, I have a racing car, and I'm going to change the parameters on the software to make it get a richer mixture to get more power on the engine.
Well, that's
you
tweaking.
But you can't. In America, it's like, sorry, that software is proprietary. You shouldn't be doing that.
Yes.
Land of the free,
But what I just said, Cyanogen, which is completely replacing the whole of the BIOS and everything. Is that a thing that you can do with cars? It's not like CD or DVD Zone 1. You go, well, I know the code to remove that from.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, that's interesting. Hey, quick break. Look, I put this on Twitter today. Why is that? I'm just going to read my tweet.
Go for it.
Go.
Family values, check. Conservative, check. Republican, check. Email sex video to everyone in his contacts list, check. Why is that in America? All these people that do anything and brand themselves as I'm a family value person, I'm a conservative, they are the worst case for this, you know. And the email that this guy is a senator in one of the Republican states, and he
that's the other one. No,
he
another one
initially sent out an email of himself having sex with someone, not his wife, family values, you know, and then the first thing he said was, I lost my phone and someone else had my phone and uploaded a sex video. And then when someone pointed out that
you're in it,
he resigns. So he is an Indiana Republican senator. He just resigned.
Happens a lot, though, eh? Everyone gets on the soapbox and I'm a clean green
seriously,
guy. And then
every time that you see some Republican, family values, you can just think ahead and say, that guy is cheating or that guy is...
He's shagging the goat at some point, we're going to see it.
That's right, yeah.
Seriously, some people are just like that.
Keep your dick in your trousers.
They can't.
Why is it?
Where God intended it.
Why is it so hard? I don't understand.
Look at his question. Why is it so hard?
Okay.
What a knob.
Sorry, too much whiskey already. That leads me to the whiskey last night.
Oh, yes.
So last night, I decided to go...
Is this going to be tech related?
Huh?
Or is this going to be a...
No.
It's Mauricio related who's in tech.
Last night was one of the very few nights in the year that we don't have to babysit our daughter because she went for a sleepover at a friend's place because school holidays.
Date night.
Yeah.
Date night.
Yes, good.
Date night. So, just to make sure that I had a seat in the cinema.
Hey, hang on. This goes on to iTunes.
iTunes.
No, iTunes. So just before you carry on with
Okay, yeah.
Family values, mate.
Family values, yes.
And then I sent a video.
Yeah. So at lunchtime I walked to the cinema to buy tickets because I wanted to make sure that I had tickets for the cinema. I didn't want to get there and have it to be in line.
Yes.
So first thing, I bought the tickets at lunchtime and walked back, which contributed to my 16,000 steps a day.
All right, there it is.
Boom.
Because
He's like a name.
some people here doesn't even walk to the kitchen to make coffee. Apparently, I mean, seriously, Mike, you could walk a little bit more. I know because I've been measuring my steps. Yeah, that goes into intertubes. Anyway, so I walked there, got the tickets.
What's happening?
Let's see if we can get away with that one.
At 5 p.m., I walked back to the cinema to get there, waiting for the wife. So I got a whiskey at the bar, and I stand there. First thing that happened, I stand there and I look around and say, why are there so many people here today? And I see it's a private event. I said, wow, that's very cool.
You wanted to private event.
No, I didn't get there because I was in the corner with the whiskey in my hand, standing, waiting for the wife.
Yeah.
And then I see all these people that look, they're together, but they're not together like couples. And then I look at the names. The pizza's here. Cool.
Oh,
Then I look at the names. Then I look at the banner, and the event was for dating sites. So I said, well, that's the thing.
So there's
It's a lot of
single
people.
man in the corner with a whiskey.
So I am the single man in the corner with the whiskey, and all these people in the dating
You're
site.
at Tinder in real life.
I'm Tindering in real life. But the thing is, I went there for like 5 or 10 minutes, and all these people looking at me saying, why is he not joining us here? They obviously thought that I was part of the event, but I was just a shy guy in the corner. Then my wife comes, and I say, come here and give me a big kiss. And she said, no, I'm not going to do a PDA, not public display. I said, no, come here, a big kiss. And then she came, we did a big kiss. And she said, why is that? I said, everyone there is on a dating website, and no one is dating. And I'm here with you, and I win.
That's outstanding.
So I win.
You win, man. That's
So,
right.
so that was the beginning of the date night. Whiskey, kiss, winning of the website, the dating website.
What
So
else could happen?
we watched the movie.
What was the website?
You want me to say? Find someone.
Oh, right.
Find
So they
someone.
do real life events
I think so.
rather
Yeah.
than just the
Yeah.
That's
Right. It's counterintuitive, right?
Well, they always say the best communities, the ones that they may meet online
Yeah.
and create online, but they are the best ones, the ones that go offline.
Well, eventually they're going to have to go offline, aren't they? So,
You do pizzas and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, obviously they...
Remember?
Ah.
Remember you're talking about this? In 5 minutes we're going to talk about this event thing again.
All right.
Anyway, so we went to see the movie. I didn't need to go there lunchtime to buy tickets because the cinema wasn't full, but that's fine. I did my
you and your
steps.
wife there, wasn't it?
We watched the movie and then we went out for dinner. Just around the corner, had dinner, beautiful steak, fish, a little bit of a starter, dessert, whiskey, lemon lime bitters,
so
a
basically
Coke, dinner, you know.
Yeah.
Dancing girls.
No, didn't have the dancing girls. That would justify the price.
They all went home
So
by
that night was almost $200. $40, $38 for the tickets.
He looks like he's
another
James Bond
100.
or something, eh? James Bond.
Thank you.
Loving it.
Walks into a
Another,
bar with a whiskey,
another
picks up a
150.
young lady,
And
and
then
goes out for
straight
dinner.
for a quick kiss and off they go for dinner, yeah.
James Bond would be proud of how I'm carrying that.
You should take notes. The old James Bond should take some
Yeah.
notes.
So, seriously, a date night with your wife, if you're going to move in a good restaurant, it's $200.
She's worth it though, mate, isn't she?
I put
She
everyone,
might listen.
everyone that was there got jealous anyway. So half for you. Anyway, folks,
She's only
we're gonna have
worth
the pizza.
150. What am I doing? I'm
We're
paying
having-
$50.
We're pizza now,
Pizza
and
break.
then we come back and talk about the
Alrighty
event.
then.
Right,
And we're back
we're still eating.
mid feed.
We had to come back because Mike
Brought up a great.
Mike is ranting about food.
I am.
Who doesn't like a good old food rant?
I'm ranting about McDonald's. It is really bad. What really fucks me off is if you go into McDonald's, famous for one thing. To be fair, it's only famous for one thing: burgers.
Yeah,
Is there anything else that McDonald's is famous for?
not globally.
Like screwing kids and fucking
They,
around
they,
with
they
the
serve Coca-Cola.
Yeah, big cunts.
Sell a lot of
Apart from
toys.
that, they sell burgers. That's what they do. If you go in for 10, you can get a burger. Oh, sorry, no, you can't have a burger. I think there is an IT equivalent of that. Ish. The IT equivalent of that is those companies that don't know that the web or the internet is international. I know you post against it, I've posted against this. And they go, this thing will be made available on at 2 p.m.
Their time.
And they don't,
Yeah.
in time, but they also make it, they say, available in the, it's almost always, to be fair, the United States. It's like, well, I live in Chile, I live in Scotland, I live in, we didn't think that anybody else would come and have a look at it. That's the equivalent of, I'd like to buy your
They
stuff.
should know, eh? More people actually live
Oh,
outside
no,
America.
I can't sell you my stuff.
Cortana is only available in America and Australia. Why can't you have Cortana in New Zealand? Oh, we are Bing is in beta in New Zealand. Microsoft's Bing is in beta for the last 10 years in New Zealand. For fuck's sake.
And maybe a way that would help it is to really
Global release.
Yeah.
Easy, right? That's what the movie industry should be doing.
double release.
Then there wouldn't be so much of the piracy scenario, you know? Just send it out to everybody.
So
Whenever they want.
I use Google Play, 'cause Google blah blah blah, and I will see on there some videos or some movies that I will see before iTunes, but to be fair, most after iTunes.
Okay.
Why don't they just fucking go, the studio goes, we'd like as many people as possible to buy this stuff.
That would usually be the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah. Here, we'll consume it the way you want. We don't care how you get it. Just get it.
Yeah,
Right?
as opposed to, we don't do burgers before 10 o'clock.
It's just the old way of thinking. It's still they're still thinking that, right? Slowly things might change.
My kids have got no idea. When I try to explain the concept of DVD zones to them,
Oh, yeah. It doesn't work on YouTube. It doesn't matter.
yes, well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's exactly what they think. They go, well, it's on YouTube, Dad. I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
What's the zoning you're talking about?
Yeah, it's just. So what is it that is in the publisher's heads that thinks that is the thing that they can deal
It
with?
used to be staggered release. They'll concentrate their marketing in one place, then another place, then another place.
Marketing.
Right?
That reminds me what I was going to talk and I forgot and I was going to solve.
It's all the marketing's fault, really.
You know the most ridiculous, annoying thing that there is in marketing these days is that the clickbait headlines.
Yes, it does my head in.
Say again, sorry?
Clickbait headlines.
Careful, he's got a knife.
This person walks into the stage. What happens next will blow your mind.
You'll never. No, the new one is. You'll never know what happened to it, or you'll be surprised as I was at the 11 minutes and 58 seconds.
Yeah, but you know what is interesting about this? It's not new. It's just a digital adaptation of something that was invented 100 years ago. It's called the curiosity gap. You provide just enough information to let someone's curiosity pick, but you don't feel that curiosity, you don't push anything else. The person needs to go and read or see or watch or
The
listen.
TV equivalent was tune in after the break. This could change your life. And then suddenly you're sitting there for 2.5 minutes waiting for this.
Yeah. Big fire in a popcorn plant. Movie at 11. You know? So basically, it's bloody annoying that you see almost. And the worst thing is, this week I saw this on Stuff, which is mainstream video. I mean,
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
yeah. So I saw this on the.
They did clickbait.
I saw
Really?
this on Stuff. I mean, it's not even a syndicate. It was a local thing.
Their own thing.
And you know how some places say this thing is terrifying. I mean, the use of terrifying, horrifying, it's going out of control. Everything is terrifying. And I look at the thing and say, I'm not feeling terror. It's not like Jason from Friday the 13th coming in and killing everyone. That's horror. That's terror movie. No, everything is terrifying. Even if it's like this person drank Coca-Cola today. It's terrifying. No. So I saw
They
this.
have Mentos at the same time.
I saw this week something from Stuff on their page saying deep frying is terrifying, but this recipe will make it everything. I said deep frying is cooking. I mean, it's the basic skills. It's deep frying, baking. You know,
Cooking is terrifying.
cooking is fucking
94.
terrifying. I mean, it's the only way for these companies to get clicks.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So, we've got an event coming on the 4th of December, but we'll let you know later. But you'll be amazed at what's going to happen.
It's terrifying.
It's going to be epic.
It's going to be
You have
amazing.
to be there.
The 4th of December.
Yeah. But we're not going to tell you what it is yet, though.
It's terrifying.
Bastard. Yeah.
Because that's what we were about to do, wasn't it?
Yeah. The tease.
Yeah.
The old tease.
So is the tease wrong, but the clickbait, it's not the clickbait, just the tease?
It's being too harsh on the tease. You say, hey, I'm doing something next week and it sounds cool. Tune in, right? It's going to be great. Or, this will change your life. You need to listen right now. You know?
The worst thing is, every single headline that you see from Huffington Post, BuzzFeed, and whatever else is this kind of crap.
Yeah.
If it was like one off, and you see that and say, oh, okay, that's interesting. No, every single headline these days use the same kind of hook, and every single headline.
Is that because it works?
It works because there are so many.
Yeah, you're right, and you're right. You're both right.
I think the word that he's about to use is word fucktards.
I would go for the record now.
But that's a little bit like saying, "Oh, spam's awful. It's terrible. It's terrible." Whoever clicks, the answer
They can't
is
look away, can they?
they make money,
Yeah.
and that's the
still
same
works.
with the you'll never
You see,
believe.
mainstream will click on it anyway, just because, oh, that sounds interesting, because they don't realise they're being marketed to, you know? They don't realise it's targeting them
Do they
to
not?
click. Most of them go, oh, wow, that sounds interesting. Yeah, Justin Bieber's got a new haircut. Oh,
Are they
shit.
dumb, silly people?
Well, I think it's just the way we've sort of been trained to use media and the way that ad people do their thing.
So Raj, you worked in ads.
I do. That's
I
how
know.
we do our thing.
So is this a thing? I mean, seriously.
The curiosity gap. How big is the curiosity gap? Is a big gap?
Yeah.
Don't you pause this, you fucker.
No, it depends, eh? But you're right. Yeah, they do target people to, not stupidity, I wouldn't say stupidity, but their
Oh no,
interest.
sure
right?
not. Interest.
But, yeah, that's what I'd say. But, you know, I'm from marketing, so
Yeah.
I'd say that.
Yes.
But, yeah, it is kind of targeting the lowest common denominator click possible. So then you can say to your advertiser, hey, look, I get 1 billion clicks. Give me more monies to be on my website, you know? Yeah. So it's a vicious cycle, really. And we're all part of it. The ones that click anyway.
So how many of you?
Oh no, I have been.
The odd time.
How many of you-
I'd say once a week.
I even know it's the stupidest thing to click on, but oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'll click on
So
it.
how many of you go to Feedbuzz every day?
No.
Or BuzzFeed, Feedbuzz, whatever.
I'm usually by a Twitter link or something like that. That'll end up on another page where at the bottom there's all this junk, eh? Have you seen those pages? Yeah.
I have to say, the nice thing about Facebook is you can actually say, "Don't show me BuzzFeed stuff."
Now, when you say lowest denominator, have you seen? And you're probably gonna say yes, but have you seen the post this week saying, from this date on this time, Facebook's going to start charging for you, otherwise they will make all your posts public and even the old posts and everything. How about lowest denominator there?
But now, to be fair, you don't know what you don't know. Now, if someone has said something
Yeah, you're
about cars, and we'll go back to the tractors.
Who's having some of this?
They're not IT people. They're not software people. They're farmers. Their job is to go and get grain or
It's the poor
cows.
bugger trying
But
to
that's
fix
a
his
different
tractor.
thing. That's a different thing.
These people, most people who use Facebook are not software copyright people, licensed people. They're just connecting with their buddies. And
I know some very intelligent people. And the other day I was looking and this person showed me.
We're both here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
So I was talking to this person and she showed me this page, this Twitter feed. And the Twitter feed had like, we are giving away a free iPhone. Just click here to enter the competition. And I said, that is fake, that's a scam. And she said to me, how come? I said, lots of things. First, Apple never gives anything away. First indicator.
Yeah.
Second, if this was really an Apple giveaway, because the account was something like Apple iPhone giveaway or something like this. If this was really an Apple iPhone giveaway by Apple, as they claim, they would have the little blue tick to say it's an authenticated account. And third, Apple would never post links to porn sites. Because it was like, get an iPhone, we're giving away an iPhone, and there was 2 links to porn sites. And I said, do you think that Apple would post links to porn sites? So,
common sense
you know,
stuff, really, isn't it?
seriously, are you going to click those things?
But was that person going to click it? If you hadn't said that, would they have?
She was going to enter the competition to win an iPhone.
Wow.
I mean, there are things that give away, but as you said, the spam happens because people still click on the spam and they make money.
Yeah.
The reality is, these things have a very low common denominator. They are stupid. When you receive an email saying, hey, I'm a Nigerian prince and I have money, or hey, I'm a soldier that left Iraq and I have lots of money. What they're doing is filtering. If you're intelligent enough to ignore that email, you're not the target.
Yeah.
If you're dumb enough to believe the email, hey, you're gonna lose your money.
Getting smarter too. I'm getting stuff from Microsoft and Quoted Marks and Google. Zero sent me something.
I'll tell you what happened.
Look at the-
Zero being
when you
wasn't
look at-
zero, obviously.
No, but when you look at the smart guy will go, let's look at the email address first. And of course, it's always too good to be true, so it's probably too good.
Well, the other day I got an email.
So zero has been used as
There's an article I tweeted today about financial institutions or finance departments being hacked where their email address finance at whatever company name. Oh, so-and-so needs to put money in your account. Give us your details. But it's not, finance at Mr. Company, your company you may even work for. It's some spammer.
What they're doing is the way that this scam works is sometimes they register a name that's very similar to your company. Like if your company is inter.co.nz, they might register an email that's lnter.co.nz.
Yes.
So when they send an email to the company CFO or the company finance officer saying we need to deposit money into this account to cover some of our expenses in our business plan for China, the email seems to come from your company, but if you look closely, the letters are not correct or there's something off.
Yeah.
And then what happens is that some CFOs or some finance people actually say, oh, an email from our chief executive officer, I'll put the money into this account, and then later they realize that that email was fake, coming from a domain that was not theirs, and the money's gone.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Dangerous world.
Anyway,
We should know enough to be able to make this happen for us, surely.
yeah. Anyway,
Access granted. Access granted.
yeah. I got a phone call from one of those guys. Hey, mister, you have a virus on your computer. I need to fix your computer. I said, yeah,
Someone
sure.
rang you.
So you did?
Yeah, I did got a call for that.
Wow.
So I said, sure, what do you
That
need?
was a bad day for him.
My computer is really not working well. What do I need to do? And then this woman, pay attention, said, oh, you need to go to your computer. Can you turn on your computer? I said, sure. Wait a minute, I'm going to turn on my computer. Not my laptop was on.
Yeah.
All the time. So I put my phone on speaker, next to my laptop's speakers. I went to a website, which I'm not disclosing, was xhamster.com, and the first porn. The first video that I saw there, I clicked play, and I put the speakers at full volume. And I said to the woman, just wait until I power up my computer. In the meantime, the porn starts playing. You know the 70s music porn. And then this woman in the background starts screaming, and the guy starts screaming, and screams on one side, screams the other side. And the woman on the other side, is the computer on yet? I said, no, yeah, it's booting up, just a minute. And the porn playing in the background. And it took 3 minutes for this woman to hang up on me. And I never got a phone call again.
Wow. So that's what you do. It used to be the whole blow a whistle down the phone line. Now it's play a music track from a porn site.
Blow a whistle?
Yeah.
Not a music track.
No,
The sound.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's sweet music.
The crank calls at home, right? Back in the 80s, 90s maybe. They'd say, yeah, keep a whistle by your phone. Some crank caller rings, you just blow the whistle down the phone and it really irritates people. Right? That was the defence.
Wow.
It's almost like our duck and cover for nuclear
You're
attack.
quite old, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm old as.
Wow.
Anyway, that's the digital equivalent. Slap
porn.
on some porn. Lay the porn down the line.
And that worked because she hung up on me instead of me hanging up on
To
her.
figure out that you were either doing something or playing a music. So they're not exactly that smart either.
Understandable. Right.
I think that's it for today, isn't it?
I think so.
We're good?
We're good. Things are getting quite noisy in the background.
It's getting very noisy.
Can't complain.
4th of December.
We're going to do something.
Friday the 4th of December.
Something big is going to happen.
You'll never believe what's going to happen.
It'll change.
What happens? It
your
will
life.
shock you.
It'll shock you. Nice. That's a new show. Cool. Well, thanks for your time again.
Thank you,
It's been a good
folks.
little
Yeah.
session. And that piece of calzone is yours, mate.
So next week,
We talked to Nadia McGregor, who's setting up a design thinking school. She explains why this is such a passion for her. That's really interesting, design thinking school.
Yeah, no, it's a fascinating
We've had a few
conversation.
design thinkers on, and now we've got a school for them.
Well, hopefully,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Right, best way to find us is on the social networks, of course. Look for the podcast on Twitter at AccessGrantedNZ or on the Facebook. Best way to chat with us is to use Twitter. Mine's NZ Raj.
And mine is at Miramail Mike.
Also, rate us on iTunes. You can also add comments and let us know your thoughts on there, and it gives us more of an indication of what you might like to see on the show. Thanks for your time, and see you next Tuesday for the Kiwi Tech people sharing their own stories. Ka kite anō.
#me.co.nz